Yes, indeed. We're gonna do it. Welcome to another side quest. This is gonna be fun. Welcome, though, to PlayFrame. My name is Dan, if it's your first time here. Hello. And I've played a lot of Souls-like games on this channel over the years, but not this one. And it sounds like that's overdue. I've heard a lot of good things, so it's time we correct this mistake. Before we launch into this, though, a couple quick things. One, I have not played through this game before, properly. I dipped into it a bit when it first came out, but I didn't get very far, and it's been years at this point, so I don't remember much of anything, and it's possible, along the way, I am going to misunderstand something, or possibly even miss something. I'm going to try to be thorough, but it's how it goes with a game. You don't know yet. Sorry in advance if that happens. Two, if you want to provide any tips in the comment section for the newcomer, me, I'm talking about me, by all means, feel free, but let's try to avoid posting any spoilers about stuff that hasn't shown up in the playthrough yet in the comment section, kind of for everybody's sake, because these playthroughs are generally a lot more fun when I don't know what's coming. Also because I guarantee there's a bunch of people watching who have also not played this, and I wouldn't want to take away their first-time experience of the game either. So let's all be courteous down there, and let's launch into this new game. Select difficulty. Wow. And they said it couldn't be done. Butterfly's Guidance, a very easy difficulty for players who want a story-focused experience. Awakened Puppet, an easy difficulty for players who enjoy light-hearted action games. Or Legendary Stalker, the standard difficulty for players who enjoy tense action games. I believe, if I understand correctly, this is the default difficulty the game launched with originally. I think these were added with the DLC. And that's what we'll go with, but I love this. I love that finally one of these big Souls-like releases decided to go for it. It's not the first game to do it, but good. More of them should do that. Anyway, we begin. Now lying. Man. In honor of the great writer, Carlo Collodi.
Can you hear me? Geppetto's puppet. We need your help.
And here we are. A benefit item was delivered. Well, that's nice. So, for those of you who are completely unaware, this is a Souls-like game in the vein of the FromSoft releases, loosely based on the Pinocchio story, which is why that credit to Carlo Collodi at the beginning. I actually would have loved, I'll start playing the game in a second. I actually would have loved if they had, in addition to that special thanks to Collodi, that if they'd actually given a shout out to like Miyazaki and From Software as well, because this game is very, very, very heavily influenced by From Software's games, and I think that would have just legitimately been really cool. Like, give a shout out to the studio and like the director of the games that have inspired you to make your own thing. I can understand there's probably a lot of good legal liability reasons to not do that. Still, it would have been cool. Anyway, the game begins.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Pretty nice train. Okay, could use a little cleaning up.
Jiminy will restart soon.
I see they got Jiminy too. But we have to hurry. My name is Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krat, and I'll explain what's happening. Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
The gall of them. Spelling that thing Gemini and pronouncing it Jiminy. Absurd. This game has a very different style of, like, wink wink pun humor than From Software does, but that is kind of delightful in its own way. Use belt, though. Up on the D-pad to select upper belt, press and hold to select the first slot, or down on the D-pad to select lower belt, and X to use the selected belt item. Equip items and gestures on the belt to use them, press and hold to select the first slot on the belt. Okay. Use an item from the extra bag. Hold down A to activate the extra bag. A plus one of those other things to use an item. Equip items and gestures on the extra bag to use them. Okay. Monad's lamp is a new one that I have. Let's go ahead and... thank you. Let's go ahead... Okay. Let's go ahead and read. Monad's lamp. Increases brightness upon use. A small lamp with a cricket guide puppet inside. It illuminates the darkness with a faint light. Do not be afraid, even if you get lost in the fog. The cricket guide will be with you. Great. What else do we have? Last resort. Immediate character death upon use. A special device that releases all of the P organ's energy at once. I'm just going to overlook that. Dies upon use. The old man feared the possibility of his son failing to awaken properly and going into a frenzy. This initialization device was made as a necessary evil for delicate readjustments. We are way too early in the playthrough for me to try to just deal with P organ as a proper noun in this game. We're coming back to this. Grinder. Repairs weapon durability. Weapon durability decreases each time you attack enemies with a weapon. Use a grinder to repair your weapons. When durability falls to 0, attack decreases and the weapon cannot be repaired with a grinder. Thus, it is advised to keep an eye on the durability gauge. To those in battle, the grinder is their lifeline. The sharpness of their blade can mean life or death. Man, remember when From did weapon durability? And their stuff? It's been long enough that I'd almost forgotten. Pulse Cell restores HP. So we've got our Estus Flask, basically. Use a Pulse Cell to recover HP. There's a maximum number of times Pulse Cells can be used. When you reach the maximum, the cell will be discharged. If you attack enemies while the cell is discharged, the Pulse Cell will be gradually charged. Pulse Cells are... Which, actually, that's pretty nice. I like that. Pulse Cells are ergo cells that power the P organ. Come on, man. They work with stargazers, and they can convert the energy from an attack's impact to recharge. They're just really going to make me wrestle with this proper noun, aren't they? You know, they're going to be explaining plenty, I'm sure, as we get into this. Maybe I should stop reading and open a door.
Let's get you out of there. Find something that might help.
I appreciate your patience with my item reading, Sophia. Her name was Sophia, right? Well, if it isn't, she'll tell me later.
But the streets are not safe.
Oh, it is, yes.
Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there. It'll be helpful on your way to the hotel.
Select a combat style. Path of the Cricket, Path of the Bastard, or Path of the Sweeper. Okay, all right, we're choosing our starting build here. So a balanced combat style with both power and speed, a quick and nimble combat style for striking the enemy's weak spots, or a heavy combat style that cuts down enemies using great physical strength. And a whole lot of stats that I don't know what are yet, but let's not slow things down too much here. Let's start with balanced and build from there.
Destination Hotel Krat. Recommend escaping from this location.
Neat little sketches on the walls and such. Here we go. Love the little revving engine-like sound there. That was pretty cool. Ah! And we begin. And we got some controls in the right side here. Menu, guard, dash, dodge. I guess hold B to dash. Krat Central Station. Locking on. The extra bag with A, which they told us about, and also an ability to switch weapon, which I don't think... Yeah, I think we just got the one. Anywho, we have a friend to greet. Hello. Normal attack with RB. Done. Special attack with right trigger. Hold down to charge an attack with right trigger. Let's try that, actually. Glad there was a second part to that. Otherwise, I was going to whiff. Okay. What is this Fable catalyst? A catalyst made to supplement puppet abilities. Rapidly charges Fable, which is something they'll explain later, I'm sure. The catalyst made puppets more efficient by circulating ergo energy within their bodies. This groundbreaking invention was based on one alchemist's idea, capital A. You know. Thank you. Sawtooth wheel is also new, I think. Yes. A cogwheel that is a common sight in Krat. It can be thrown to draw an enemy's attention. Even worthless items can become useful if you collect them. Everything becomes useful in battle in the paralyzed city. We've got our little throwing stone type thing there. All right. The Grand Exhibition. Something 29... 16? Intentionally smudged that number. Ah, maximum number of pulse cell charges increased. Great. There's a maximum number of times pulse cells can be used. When you reach the max, the cell will be discharged. Cool. Okay. Probably didn't have to read everything from the start. Probably gonna get some repeats. That's fine. Pretty station, though. So rear dodge. Okay, just tapping B is a little backstep. Okay. Ow. My dodge did not work. The oil mess on the shirt is quite fun. The fastest train in the world. Can't go in. Dang. Wait, I see a shiny thing. Oh. Left trigger to use Legion arm, you say. Ow. Punch. I'm sure there's some benefit to using punches instead of your sword. Dim ergo fragment. $100 ergo. Okay, we got our souls then. A fragment of ergo, a mysterious power stone that can be found in Krat. Geppetto's puppet can absorb ergo and turn it into power. Ergo is both a power source and a currency in Krat. Even small pieces can be put to good use in the city. Did I try this door? I don't think I did. Ow. Maybe not that one, then. Ooh. Multiple to choose from. Nope. But then maybe this one.
The station employee has the train station keys.
Nope. This one it is. Left bumper to guard. You can block enemy attacks by guarding. If your guard is successful, your character will take reduced damage, but it will consume stamina. The reduced damage will be transferred to guard regain. Guard regain accumulates but gradually decreases over time. While you have guard regain, you can attack enemies to recover HP. All right, the Bloodborne system. Kind of. It's not getting the energy back that you just lost from taking a hit. It's specifically getting some of the health back that you lost while guarding. It's a neat twist on it. Perfect guard. If a guard succeeds right before being hit, it triggers a perfect guard. When a perfect guard is successful, you will not receive damage. Only stamina is consumed. You can use perfect guards to destroy an enemy's weapon or put the enemy in staggerable status. All right, let's try some parries.
You cannot see in the dark.
Ow.
Switch me on and gently light away.
In a minute. You know what? Let's deal with this first. They were going to be a problem. Now let's try. Nope, a little too early. Hang on. Too early again. Do it again. Come on. Chicken. Do it. Do it. Do it. Always a hair too early. There it maybe was. Whatever. I'm sure I will have plenty of opportunity to try and fail to get better at that soon. There was another path, wasn't there? I feel like there was. Yes. I don't know which of these is the way forward, technically, but oh. Cheeky. Hey. I do like being able to guard and get some of the health back immediately with your counterattacks. Thermite. Which, the first time I picked up an item, they gave me like the prompt to press the little menu, but whatever the select button is to read a description. I wish that actually happened every time. Thermite. A thermite bomb that can be thrown. Okay, fire bombs. Inflict fire damage at the area of impact. After the puppet frenzy, people began to fashion weapons of resistance in their desperation. Many throwable weapons were manufactured, and these exhibited excellent results against their marching enemies. You know, for being a game premise that sounds like a Penny Arcade joke from 2011 or so, I feel like this setting is going to be pretty fun. Pinocchio Bloodborne, as a setting, seems like it's going to be pretty fun. I'm here for a good time. Ooh. Rear fatal attack from behind an enemy. Right bump. Bump. Thought we were going to do a backstab, but that's much more flashy. Well done, Pinocchio. I assume... Do the characters actually call us Pinocchio? I've been assuming we're Pinocchio. That felt like a parry. That felt like good, perfect guard timing to me. I like our little blue shinies in this one. Little ghostly blue flowers. Fun design. Passenger note. Hey, there's a thing I can read. If anyone finds this note, get out of the station and run. Be sure to steer clear of the waiting room. I saw a huge puppet smashing people to death in there. I locked the door, but I don't know if that'll work. At least it should stop people from randomly coming in. I'm gonna die soon, so I want to help you, even if it's not much. Please survive. Anyone. I'm gonna try. Is that the, doesn't really look like the waiting room. Probably still dangerous. Is this a waiting room? This looks more like a waiting room. Yep, I think we got our waiting room. Can I read this? Hang on. A dream of becoming a real girl. Oh, cute. And my understanding is that, though it is loosely based on the original Adventures of Pinocchio stories from like the 1800s, I want to say. Yeah, those little Italian kind of episodic stories. My understanding is that this pulls in bits and pieces from lots of different retellings of Pinocchio, the Disney one included. Like, I don't think the cricket was named Jiminy in the original, much bleaker, well, I don't know if bleak's the right word, generally darker books. Ostensibly children's books, but darker. Yeah. Hi. Sorry, I didn't see you. I was talking about literature that I haven't read. I'm a YouTuber. That's half the job. Chamber of Machina Workshop. Ergo is life. The art direction for this is really fun. A little derivative, I admit. I was a little put off by this game on first impression just for how flagrantly it is aping the FromSoft style of game in, like, art direction, in tone, in mechanics design, in UI, like in everything. It is very much cosplaying as a FromSoft game in most ways. At the same time, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And I have heard pretty much non-stop good things from friends who've played it. So I'm coming around. Lock device. There are doors and ladders all throughout Krat that are locked by devices. You can unlock these doors or go down the ladders to create shortcuts. Great, I'm assuming that's what this is. Is this the Shocky door? Yes. I think it was Shocky door. Yeah, all right. Our first shortcut. Go us. Still not sure what Fable is. Maybe that's our MP? Like, looking at the UI, we've got our health bar top left, stamina bar below that. What seems like an MP bar broken into segments, which is interesting. Left arm of steel, bottom left corner. Like, that's a thing that's... Oh, can I not punch anymore? Oh, maybe that's... Okay, so I saw, like, the little bar down there that's about empty on left arm of steel. Are my punches a limited, like, attack resource that I have depleted? It kind of looks similar to, in the bottom right, what I'm guessing is the durability bar for our weapon. So maybe, like, we've hit max, like, expended our durability on the left arm of steel, as they call it. Anyway, sorry, I've been ignoring you. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, you got some health. Ow. Ow again. Ow. Okay, yeah, that was... Ooh, I definitely got a parry there. I think I saw its weapon glow a little bit. Staggerable. Right trigger to hold for a charge attack. While you are attacking, a white outline will appear around the enemy's HP bar. When this happens, you can make the enemy staggered with a charge attack or with Fable arts. Okay. Let's, whoop. Hang on. Let's try. Nice. Fatal attack. Face a staggered enemy and press right bumper. Fatal attack can be performed on staggered enemies. If successful, it can inflict heavy damage. I'd love to do that. There we go. Kaboom! Oh, you're still alive. Kaboom. Less impressive, the second one. Let's read the new things we got. Krat Central Station main entrance key. A key once held by a Krat Central Station puppet. It opens the front entrance of the station. The station puppet fulfilled the duty imprinted on it. Its last duty ended with bloody violence. We got another thing. Well, we got a lot of inventory here. We have gestures, like sit and check ground. These also have descriptions, goodness. A throne made of gold, a beggar's shabby mat. Their weight may differ, but they are both for sitting. Check ground. There's a saying in the country of the morning across the sea that goes, even stone bridges should be tapped before crossing. We've got a variety of costumes, some more absurd than others. We'll have a look at these and their descriptions later. Can't spend half of the episode reading descriptions, just a third of it maybe. Workshop Union Lightweight Frame. Huh. Physical damage reduction rate. Parts that enhance puppet frames can absorb physical damage. This item was made in the puppet workshop for the purpose of improving strength while limiting the weight increase as much as possible. However, its weight is significantly greater than the standard version. Are these... They seem like equipment, either like rings or like the equivalent of armor. Frames, converters, cartridges, liners, yeah. Yeah, well, we'll read more of this later, too. Can I just, like, equip them right here? The weight is heavier, but the physical damage reduction, better. Move to equipment? Oh, different menu. I see. Equip. There we go. Okay, so it is equipment, kind of. It's kind of like our ring slots in a Dark Souls. Seems like. Except there's like a specific category, one of each liner, cartridge, converter, frame. We have amulets, which I guess might be more similar to standard ring slots. Our weapon, which this is too much to absorb right now. We'll get to it later. What are the other tabs here? We have material, or nothing. Functional items, also nothing. Our weapon and a special weapon. Later. Blade and handle, legion arm, defense parts, amulets. There's a lot of stuff, man. One thing at a time. Shiny. Not a particularly valuable shiny, but a shiny nonetheless. Keystone Express, Star Regional E36, Intercity FR, Star Regional Atlantic EC, Blue Ferry, Final Station. Huh. Neat. Well, I got a key. Let's go remember where the door that needed the key was. I want to say back here. Yeah, this big one. Open up. Let's Dark Souls this door open. Very nice. It's a good-looking game. Krat Central Station Plaza on a rainy night. Can the weather vary? Like, was that second part of that suggesting that weather and time of day might be different at different points? Or is it just bringing up the rain in case I hadn't noticed? What's this? Repair the Stargazer. Stargazer activated. Neat font. Use a Stargazer for fully recovering HP and stamina, as well as charging your pulse cells. All right, we got a bonfire. You'll be revived at this point in case of death. Remember, this process also revives enemies, not just your character. It's a little umbrella. Sort of. Kind of. Or it looks like one. Part of it looks like an umbrella. Whatever.
This is called a Stargazer. A marvelous device the Stalkers used in the past.
Warning. Puppet threshold exceeds danger estimates. Please reduce puppet numbers or reset danger parameters.
As we are not strong enough to beat the puppets. But if I lend my power to this Stargazer for a moment. Gather ergo, clever one. This Stargazer will make you stronger. But the Stargazer's strength doesn't last forever, so be careful with it. Hurry up and come to Hotel Krat.
That concerns me slightly. Like, there's not a limited use of these things, are there? Hopefully not. Let's level up. Okay. I am faced with stats. I think we're going to need to absorb this. When spending ergo to level up or to make a purchase, held ergo can also be used. Only the held ergo in the bag can be used, while the held ergo in storage cannot. Ooh, so you can, like, automatically pull from your, like, soul items, effectively, then, in the level up screen. I like that. That's nice. Nice little quality of life. I approve. Okay, let's look upon all of this. We can do it. Vitality seems pretty straightforward. That seems to bump HP, guard regain, and damage resistances in general. Vigor. Okay, everything bumps up defense and damage, like resistances and damage reduction and all that across the board, but this also bumps HP and guard regain. Vigor bumps stamina. Okay, straightforward. Capacity bumps legion and... Okay, that's not helpful. Weight is probably like our weight capacity for equipment, like determining how fast our roll is if it works like Dark Souls. Legion... Maybe that's MP, or our Fable meter, or whatever. I don't know what Legion is, but that's my guess. Our arm is called Legion Arm or something like that, so maybe that's something. They'll explain it, I assume. Motivity is physical attack, so strength probably, technique. Okay, I'm guessing strength and dexterity, basically. Could have called it that, but this is fine. And advance bumps up Legion and elemental. No, disruption, shock, break. Maybe those are like status effect resistances. So this is bumping up whatever Legion is and status resistances. Seems kind of like arcane stat in a lot of Souls-likes, if I had to guess. Let's start with vitality, because that never hurts as a place to start. Oh, here, we'll do one of those and one strength. Why not? Do it. Nice. Use storage. I don't think I need to put anything in storage just yet. Okay. We're doing it. We're managing. We got us a statue. Oh, hang on. Investigate. Welcome to the city of Krat. And I was reading. Could you not wait 5 seconds? Rude. Unbelievable. This is not the treatment tourists deserve. Welcome to the city of Krat, though, said this guy in a much ruder way. In honor of Valentinus, who erected the... Leave it on screen. Who erected the cornerstone of origin. Okay. Is that you? Are you Valentinus? Your statue's been added to somewhat. Nice of someone to make you an overcoat. Like another one. You already seems to have like a big coat, but now you have two. Someone made you a raincoat. How nice. Welcome to Krat. Ooh. Robo-dogs. And the robo-owners. Puppets. Sorry. They both apply, I feel like. I see some others over here, and shinies that will soon be... You're hard to see in the dark. Ow. It's so dark. Obtain. Give. Well, I'm getting a lot of these things. But okay, now that we rested at the Stargazer, sorry, I was trying to, like, is there some combo I can come up with to, like, blend this with Bonfire, but Starfire and Bongazer don't work, so Stargazer it is. But now that I've rested at one, I have a full left arm of steel meter. In case I need to throw hands. Yeah. I can only do it like 5 or 6 times, though, and then I get tired. Ooh. Krat Times, issue 183. The Krat Grand Exhibition has been delayed. This decision was made to protect the citizens until the puppet frenzy that has recently paralyzed the city is under control. The occurrence began on Rosa Isabel Street, resulting in hundreds of casualties. While the cause is still unknown, the number of casualties and the scale of damage are both growing. As the crisis dragged on, the workshop and Venigni... Anyone who knows Italian pronunciation, is this one of those cases where... I can't remember if it's GN or NG that is supposed to give you that sort of like ni sound. Venigni Company. Venigni Comp... Sorry, I'm going to try with pronunciation, but not off to a great start. The workshop and that company, Krat's largest puppet factory, announced that they would offer emergency supplies to citizens and do everything they could to alleviate the situation. A task force is investigating the possibility of a fatal loss of the Grand Covenant, which is the control protocol of the workshop's puppets. However, there is no quick solution as of now, with the puppet frenzy resulting in more casualties. As the city braces for a resurgence of the petrification disease, the citizens were advised to stay indoors for their safety. However, many citizens are trying to escape through Krat Central Station, intensifying the general chaos. It's very wet out here. Which is pretty good for cleaning my shirt. To find the silver lining in all this. Someone has to. No one else is alive. Nope. 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 No. Fable arts. Press Y to use a blade fable art. While guarding, use handle fable arts. Oh. Different, I guess. Weapons have distinct blades and handles that each have their own fable art. Fable arts use up fable slots, and different fable arts use a different number of slots. Charge fable slots by attacking enemies with weapons. Can do. Ah, dog. You startled me a little bit. You seem like a tiny target for using something as fancy sounding as a fable art, so maybe wait your turn. Then again, I'm getting a lot of fable catalysts, which seems like the thing to refill our fable. Blue. So maybe I can be using this stuff a little bit more than I have been, which is to say, 0. I see a couple paths here. Let's look over here. Hi. Ooh, a vivid one, you say. I don't know if the game pauses when I go into this menu. I really hope so. Nope. Well, we know now. Thank you, game, for recognizing that teaching moment. Oh, gracious. Let's see how fable arts work. Pretty well. Seems like. That did burn through all of my blue, though. You can use a throwing object for a long-range attack, you say. Yeah, I haven't really been, like, minding what I've got equipped to my belt here. Maybe while we're not being assailed by randos, we can have a look-see here. So, upper belt, I've got my pulse cell. And I could also put Fable Catalyst up there. Sure. Down here, we've got our grinder for sharpening. Our right, I could try light. You know? That's nice. That would have been nice earlier when it was dark. That helps. Anything else worth putting up here? Maybe the wheels. Sure. Actually, I feel like Monad's lamp would work better on the extra bag. Let's do that. Yeah. This is going to be a good time. Weapon durability, hold X. Oh, it's because I have the... Okay, alright. Because I have the grinder highlighted. It was giving me the prompt to hold X for weapon durability, which... Is there a limited number of times I can use this? Doesn't seem like it. It seems like I can sharpen at any time. Well, so long as I'm, like, safe for the moment and not actively getting attacked. Dash. Press B and hold to dash. Can share duplicate setting with forward jump dodge action. If duplicate settings are not set for a dash and dodge, press once to dash. Okay, that's kind of cool. Neat, you can separate them if you desire. What's over here? Is this gonna shock me? Ow. Yes. No. No shoot. Is this just a drop down, or could I take stairs as well? Oh, yes, there's stairs, and I see they've already been taken. You stole my idea. I'll just drop down. Ah, didn't see you over there. Fixed it. Yeah? Don't startle me like that. We're a mess. Whoa. Have we found the coast? We have. Cool. If we start exploring somewhere it's not raining, I fear for our laundry bills. Eh. Can I? Oh.
Attention, dear citizens of Krat. The recent puppet frenzy is believed to be just a momentary glitch. There is no cause for alarm. Do not panic, whatever you may hear. The city is safe to traverse. We repeat, do not be alarmed, citizens of Krat. We are effectively handling the situation, with the cooperation of the workshop and the alchemists. The puppets are, naturally, imprinted with the grand covenant that prioritizes human safety above all. Please remain patient while the proper situation. Your active cooperation is requested and required. You will refrain from any unauthorized departures, assemblies, or active protests. Never forget that your safety is of the utmost importance to your city. The time for fear is over. Krat is safe. Krat is safe.
Boy, that's a relief. The noise is too loud. You can't hear anything. Well, at least Krat is safe. You seem different. Fury attack. Some enemies become red and use a strong attack called a fury attack. You can't guard fury attacks, but you can move out of the attack's range or counter with a perfect guard. The first thing sounds a lot more like something I can do, game, but thank you. Yeesh. Ow. You're a little tankier, I notice. Ow. Ha! Perfect. Guard. And big hits. You're doomed. That is pretty fun. We win, though. Fork in the road again. I feel like there was another fork in the road way back where that I've already kind of forgotten.
Hotel Krat. Optimal location for observing the destination.
I agree. Good view. Still a bit of a hike, though. Might as well go this way since we're here. Hello. Ah! Didn't see you over there. Hello. Hee. Ah. Bit of a mess. We're fine. We're fine. The Grand Exhibition. Down attack, right bumper or right trigger while falling down. You know, it's nice that both of them worked because guaranteed in whichever one of these Souls-like games I play, I never remember which one of those is the right one. So this is nice. And effective. A little too early on the parry there, that's fine. Handle Fable Arts, right, I should try that. Thanks, game. Because I only need one blue to use those. Vanini's... I really feel like I'm saying that wrong. Repair tool thing. What was that? Instantly repairs weapon durability. An emergency repair tool made by Hang on. Okay, seems like it is supposed to be Venigni, which I'm not saying especially well, but the G is silent and it is supposed to modify the way that you pronounce the N in Italian, I think. I'm very novice at this, so please correct me if I'm wrong. As I would like to know how to say it right. Hopefully someone in the game will say it out loud at some point. And hopefully they are also saying it right. But I guess however they say it is right for the game, whether it'll be right according to how Italian is supposed to be pronounced / spelled. Who knows? Oh, hello. Yeah. I still feel like there's a whole area I sort of skipped past on accident. Yeah, hold up. Let's run back to wherever that fork in the road was. Because I've gone far enough now that I worry I might be missing something. Oh, I was thinking about this. Okay, yeah, I was thinking about this branch in the path which got fully hard blocked, but then I did reach the other side and get the item there. Okay. I was misremembering. I thought there was another fork in the road that I had accidentally... Well... I did look in here too, right? Just making sure. Yeah, and this is where... Okay, this is where... Bzz, right. Maybe we will soon reach the other side of that and be able to open it. And we're back. Let's try down here first. Hello. Oh, we might not be able to go very far over here. Indeed not. Okay. This way instead. Yay, there it is. Just needed to go a little further. Silly me. No more shocks for this little puppet boy.
A powerful parade puppet is blocking the entrance, and that's the only way in.
Oh, good.
So please, be careful.
I'll see what I can do. Hello? Don't. Hang on. Ah! Hey! How dare you? Good practice, though. Get out of here. Okay, you're just gonna continue being a trading dummy. Very well. Let's talk to you first. Human? Are you human? Are you... Am I? You know? Given I don't know the answer for myself yet, let's, just not ask you that.
Hello there. Welcome to Krat, visitor. I didn't think there were any stalkers left to fight the puppets. You didn't hear? Figures. The whole organization fell apart. All that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own. You ought to buy something while you're at the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone.
Okay.
Out here alone? You could use some help. Here's a festival gift for you. Now get yourself something useful.
I just might. What do you have? Throwing cell. A large output battery that can be thrown. Inflicts electric blitz damage at the area of impact. After the puppet frenzy, people began to fashion weapons of resistance in their desperation. Right, same as the fire ones. Electric blitz abrasive. Temporarily imbues weapon with electric blitz. Oh, that's cool. A special abrasive made by mixing electric blitz metal powders. Temporarily imbues a weapon with electric blitz. Wise stalkers are prepared to face any manner of variable that comes up in battle. Abrasives are another weapon that can turn the tide on the constantly shifting battlefield. Is this a consumable? It seems like it would be. Like a fire paper or fire grease in some other game. I am tempted, though. But also, we got some more weapons. I think these might be the 3 starting weapon options. So we got the one that I have, the puppet saber blade and saber handle. Just gonna start looking at stats and such here. You know what? Let's dig into that a little bit tomorrow. Let's get ourselves a stargazer to rest at. And we'll make some purchasing / leveling decisions. Starting tomorrow. Take care, all of you. This is going to be a good old time. Take care, all of you, and I will see you tomorrow for some more Lies of P. Goodbye!